Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I have been waiting to speak on this subject for a long time because the matter is very close to my heart. Sir, my ancestral home in a town called Hooghly near Calcutta, the river Ganga, which is called the Hooghly River there, flows in front of my house. So I've grown up in a riverine system, in a culture, riverine culture, where boats would ply, fish would be in plenty. And yes, you will be aware, sir, in Kerala also it's a similar situation. And the river was a thriving, live river. Sir, over time, what has happened is that siltation has caused the river to kind of recede to a large extent. And today, earlier, if you had to cross to the other side, nobody took the train or a bus, because to go to the nearest bridge and then cross over to the other side, which is also a thriving industrial belt, it was a big problem. So people would simply take the motor launches, as you have in Kerala, sir, and just simply cross the river. It was a very cheap and effective means of transport and communication. But sir, now the river has receded so much due to siltation that especially, in the lean months, the jetty extends to almost half a kilometer or even more. And so for people to carry their goods and their cattle and all their belongings, which is what the local population used to do, farmers used to do, now this has become a big problem. People have started using more buses, people hire lorries, take a detour of 30-40 kilometers, spend a lot of fuel and money, and the river, meanwhile, is dying. So there was a time when the jute mills, and there were many jute mills along the road, along the GT road from Calcutta and Howrah right up to Bandel and other places near my ancestral home. The jute mills had a gate on the river because jute bales would be brought from Bangladesh or upper Bengal and be unloaded at the jute mills at the gate on the river. So the entrance to the jute mills was actually from the river. But then, today it's not possible at all. And jute mills are dying, jute production is falling, and hundreds and thousands of workers are suffering enormously, as anybody from West Bengal knows. Sir, in this plan, I see a great vision of the minister, who is known to be a visionary minister, who has done a lot whenever he has had an effective charge. The Mumbai-Pune highway is a standing tribute to his dynamism and effectiveness, dynamism both in terms of vision, planning, but also ability to raise the funds to actually implement this program. So I have full confidence that he is going to do it. It is a long-term program, sir. It is not going to happen overnight. And my view is, many members have said that, in so-and-so river there is no water anymore, it's a dry stretch. Yes, in the western part of Bengal also, as Mr. Ritabrata Banerjee said just now, many of these rivers, Ajay, Damodar and so on, have really dried up. And if you pass by them, you will find just big boulders and hardly small stretches of water. My suggestion to the minister would be, sir, let these wait. What is feasible and what has still fallen into disuse? We have read in history that Pataliputra or Patna used to be a major port of medieval times. Today, is Pataliputra a port? Is Patna a port? All along the Hooghly River, there were all major inland ports which were in great use, all fallen into disuse. Let us, I'm glad that in the first 5 national waterways, this has been selected. Other, effective rivers where there is actually a lot of riverine traffic, these have been chosen. And I would urge the minister that, sir, develop these first. Let these set an example to the rest. And let everybody who has doubts now put their doubts at rest and see the effectiveness of riverine transport. I don't want to repeat the statistics that 3% in India, 47% in China, 44% in European Union. But yes, it's possible. If we are talking about reducing road accidents, reducing fuel consumption, we must look at inland waterways and transportation. Sir, at the same time, I would urge the Minister to look at the pollution aspect, which many members have talked about.